Hello, guys. Just so you know, I'm gonna have to talk fast and I'll be moving around a little bit, and I apologize ahead of time. But I'm getting ready for work, and this is just on my mind, and I gotta get it out. Last night's interview, um, room with Chris, it, as far as what was already out there in their analysis, guys, we already done that. We've already done that together. 90% of what they said was just reaffirming what we've all already been talking about. And I'm like Mountain Girl. I've been thinking about this 17-year-old girl thing. There's no way that every single keystroke that Dawn and Candace make on any type of device that connects to the internet or the interweb, as some of my friends say, is not being monitored fully. If they think for an instant that it's not, they're idiots. And that 3-minute phone call, though, that thing spoke volumes. Boo boo, we saw the real Dawn. And you're an idiot wrapped in a moron. You already knew that Chris had recorded you before. And you're really gonna get on the phone with him again and say everything you said and have Candace in the background hollering like a crazy woman, knowing that you're going to be recorded. If you cannot, there's no way that you can sit here and justify and say you had even a thought for an instant that you were not going to be recorded and it wasn't going to be played for a national audience. If you did, you really are an idiot wrapped in a moron. I don't understand. And what just burnt me up, I had to stop watching. As soon as he said that his 5-year-old stepsister initiated that, I wanted to get in a car and drive to where he was at and smack the shit out of him. Excuse me, but I can't even just smack the total ish right out of him. And I still feel bad for Candace. I can't help it because she's had to live with this person. But she's got to be a little bit of a slimy person herself. I feel, I'm so conflicted when it comes to her. I'm going to be 100% real with you guys. I mean, I'm laying it 1,000 out there. I'm very conflicted when it comes to her because I do feel like she is a DV victim and an SA victim. But at what point can I stop saying that makes everything she does okay? I mean, I think back to me in that position, and when I was actively in the center of the DV, I I can't tell you that I would have been screaming and hollering in the background the things that she was and the way that she was. I would have been like a silent little church mouse. I just don't know. I'm very torn and conflicted. What do you guys think about that part? Because I don't. It's hard. It's very difficult for me. That part is very difficult, and a lot of times I come across very judgmental, and I'm on Don. I'm not judging and being judgmental. I'm discussing words that's come out of his own mouth. He's doing it to himself. I mean, he might as well have a loaded gun and just keep going to himself. I mean, hello. Wake up and smell the coffee that you're brewing. You know, all we did was push play. You did everything else. I mean, I don't get it. I've got to pause because I got to put pants on. Hold on a minute. Okay, just a couple more points that I'm going to make before I have to leave for work. I wrote that how can he claim to be a Christian and spouting language like that in the same sentence? He's talking about God and all that, and then dropping the F bomb and saying F you to somebody. You know, I mean, I may be back and forth doing that, but it's when I'm like, just WTF. You know, like my mind is blown. He's not coming, he's got venom coming out of him. I guarantee you he had spit flying everywhere when he was talking. We heard the real Don's voice and the real personality and the real heart and soul of Don in that 3 minute phone call. Please believe that. Like, in the words of Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. He showed us who he really is. Believe him. That's the real Don Wells that we heard and saw that night. And I wrote, what 2 pieces of work? I'm just done. That was when I had to take a break because I was just over it. Again, I had to take so many breaks in this video last night. Like, I was so triggered. And I'm talking about angry triggered. Like, you really trying to play us like this, bruh? We not listening to you. But we are not as dumb as you think you are, or as dumb as you are, or as dumb as you think we are, whatever. See, I get angry and can't even talk right. What really, really, really set my soul afire is during that whole 3 minute phone call. How many times did he even say his daughter Summer's name? Not one time. Not one time was there any discussion about Summer. Not from him nor Candace. That's what really just pissed me off. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? And everything else, like, everything else they went over that I made notes about, 90% of it is something we've already said. Don blames everybody but Don. It's always someone else's fault. And Candace, if you don't get a lawyer and figure out what you're dealing with, you deserve what you're about to get. I don't even know what to say. Because I happen to know it was stated, like I've said before, I'm a member of a lot of the Facebook groups. And do you guys know that there's like been postings in those Facebook groups, especially the one that's for family and friend members. I don't comment. I've sent my prayers, which I mean, and I meant very much so with the point I sent them. But now I'm more convinced that these people are hiding something and very shady about this situation. But my prayers are with them every day, and my prayers are with Summer more and more every minute of having to deal with this for 5 years, and those poor little boys, and probably kind of warped mentality they're gonna have. That being said, Candace had so many people reaching out and offering her help and to get her out of that situation and to help her get her boys back without Don, and said that she made a statement that she was not abused, she didn't need any help, she wanted people to stop reaching out to her, and if it didn't happen, she was changing her phone number. That was her statement. Through a third party, yes, but that was her statement. That her phone wouldn't stop going off with people offering her help to get out of her situation. As a DV survivor and someone that I know how it is to try to get out, I know how it is to be held down and to be isolated and to not have anybody but that person who is perpetrating the DV against you and the SA against you to turn to. But she's got more than that. She has avenues. People are offering her a lot and she's declining. And if losing all of your children, and I mean all her children, is not enough to make her wake up and grasp that hand that's reaching down, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. I can't believe that she's believing in Don this much. And if she is, I really feel sorry for her. All my sunshines, I love you guys so much. You have no idea how much strength you give me emotionally. And as a side note to my last video, what I said, the reason I don't want to monetize in any way and charge for memberships, even in the future, is because I know when you're a DV victim and you need help, Sometimes you don't have access to funds. I don't want it to be you can't be a part of this. You can't hear our stories. You can't feel like there's somebody else there for you unless you put money out. I want it to be a total option. I don't want anybody to feel like anything is expected or required. That's why I wanted to do donation based only, kind of like a PBS type thing. And I'm speaking to someone in the legal field. I'm looking into like nonprofit type status, what I need to do for that to be only donation based and work with YouTube, make sure that I'm good with them. And, I know plenty of other YouTubers that are monetized and aren't monetized that receive donations through Cash App and Venmo and PayPal and stuff. And that's what I was trying to do. I don't want anyone to feel like it's a begging thing every time. I made one video speaking about it. And from here on out, I intended not to speak about it again, just to put the link there. And if someone wanted, great. If you don't, great. That's how I feel. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to spend 1 cent to have anything to do with my platform. I want it to be something that no matter if you are held down and don't have access to any funds or whether you're a billionaire, that you can come and feel on an equal level with everybody. That being said, my sunshines, I love you. You guys give me strength. You make my voice and my determination stronger every moment. Thank you, and you are appreciated.